Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, the last prequel movie in the Star Wars prequel trilogy. Now, this one, I have to say this, guys. I actually enjoy this one a bit. I don't hate it as much as I hate Episode 1 and Episode 2. So I'm going to give you guys 7 reasons why I dislike this movie, or I think it sucks, or it just doesn't make sense. Let's start off with reason number 1. General Grievous, the main antagonist of the film, is pretty much a big idiot. The character is just clearly made to sell toys, and not only is he difficult to fear a coughing robot, but his voice does nothing to make him more menacing. And then in the beginning fight, General Grievous runs from the two heroes as like a coward. This does nothing to make his character more menacing. It just makes his character look very, very, very scared and completely misused. Reason number 2: the movie makes the Jedi and the Jedi Council look completely stupid and ignorant. How do they not realize that Palpatine is the Dark Lord? It's obvious. Anyone can figure it out. Or how do none of the Jedi realize that the order to turn the clones against them, Order 66, exists? Like, how do they not know about that? Did clearly no one know about that? And then how can Palpatine hide the dark side so well from the Jedi when he's, like, in the same room as them? Don't they feel the vibe? I mean, in the original trilogy, Vader could feel it from across a ship. How did they not feel it here when they're clearly standing right in front of him? Reason number 3. This is the major one, the one that really just irks me about this movie. Anakin's turn to the dark side is so sudden and so... It just happened so quickly and so out of, the left field. Like, okay, after Palpatine reveals that he's the Sith Lord, Anakin, threatens to turn him into the Council. Which is it makes sense for his character, the way he's going down. And then he tells Mace Windu, and Mace Windu comes with a bunch of background Jedi to arrest him or kill him. I don't know what. Obviously, okay, we all know what happens. Palpatine is shooting his lightning at Mace Windu. He's reflecting it to him. And then Anakin basically cuts off Mace Windu's hand, and Palpatine throws him out the window. And then suddenly, Anakin is like, oh no, what have I done? And he falls as if he just committed a big, atrocity, which he did. He did. And then literally, not even a minute later, he's saying this: I pledge myself to you, my master. And then he, just turns to the dark side. Does anything Palpatine says, just because he wants to save Padme. I understand, his reasons for doing it, why he wants to do it, but it just seems to happen so fast and so sudden. Especially because we just saw that he had regret from killing Mace Windu. That happened not even, like, a minute after. Reason number 4, we never saw how powerful Vader really was. I mean, we saw him kill children, and we saw him somewhat kill Mace Windu. I don't know if you count that as a kill. And we saw him slaughter the Trade Federation guys. But I wanted to see him fight and kill Jedi Masters to really show and prove how powerful this guy is, and we never saw that. Reason number 5, the Anakin and Obi-Wan fight is too long. Let me just say this, I actually enjoy the fight, but I got bored during the fight because it was so damn long. The fight drags on, and then not only this, but it has some really comical moments, like when the fact that they're freaking surfing on lava, or they're swinging from ropes and fighting like Tarzan. That just looks funny, and it looks really fake. And not to mention, this fight is over choreographed. You could tell, it looks like a dance number in a musical. It doesn't even look like a fight anymore. It looks that clean. Reason number 6, Obi-Wan seems so uncaring that his apprentice, so-called brother, turns to the dark side. He shows no sense of denial or real, emotion to it. He's just like, oh, I cannot watch this. I cannot watch it anymore. And he turns off the hologram, and then he instantly just turns to Yoda and it's like, hey, man, what are we going to do? He never seemed to really feel or really, be affected by what he saw Anakin do. If he really is as close as he says, enough to be a brother to him, you would think he would be in some state of denial or something like that. Now, 7, I'm just going to give you guys small reasons why I think it doesn't work. Let's start off with reason number 1. Padme dies of a broken heart. Yeah, guys, this actually happens. You guys know it. I mean, Padme dies with a broken heart. Yeah, Anakin chokes her, and I'm pretty sure that doesn't help her when she's pregnant. But then the reason she dies, as the medical droids say it, is that she lost the will to live. That's probably the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And I know there's this big rumor that, oh, Sidious may have killed her, and all this stuff, but I don't believe that. I just think it was poor writing. Chewbacca was in the movie, which is cool for us original trilogy fans, but he really serves no purpose. He's just there just to be there. The movie, okay, I complained about this in the first two videos, but I'll do it again just because I want to. The movie shoves everything in your face. Lucas tries so hard to give you everything in a silver spoon. Saying that as in, he never lets you figure out anything by yourself. He always has to explain everything. And especially when it comes to a character's emotions. He doesn't let, the movie speak for itself. If a character is sad, they will say they're sad. He feels that he has to put everything into words. As in, when, when Padme's freaking, her heart's being broken by Anakin's turn to the dark side, even though she's crying, she looks devastated. She looks like she's fucking, like she's, depressed. What did she say? You're breaking my heart. As if we didn't know that already. As if we couldn't tell by her freaking crying face and everything. That's one of the reasons that I mean. Okay. Some of the dialogue before the Obi-Wan and Anakin fight is pretty horrendous. Like the way Hayden just delivers certain lines just makes it seem pretty funny. As in when he says, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil. And then things like, if you're not with me, you're my enemy. Just these things, they're bad lines. And I know he's not completely to blame. The writing was just written that way. But hey, someone has to be at blame. Now, the biggest thing I'm going to end this video with, because I do actually enjoy the movie, so I don't have that much things to say that are bad, is when Obi-Wan has the high ground. Again, doesn't make sense. He cuts off Anakin's limbs, and then he just says, "You were my brother, Anakin. I loved you." This makes no sense to me, because as we saw in the poster for episode 2, a Jedi should not know love. He should not know love, and Obi-Wan loved Anakin. Like, is Obi-Wan breaking the Jedi rule too? Like, this makes no sense. It just doesn't fit with the whole Jedi code and stuff. And again, I'm not going to mention the things I already mentioned in the previous videos, as if the acting, the dialogue, the story not making sense, the characters being wooden, the dialogue being horrible, the romance being completely out of place. Because I already said that. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I actually do enjoy Revenge of the Sith. Honestly, out of 10 points, I would probably give it a 6.5, close to a 7. I actually enjoy this one. And I have to say this, guys. It's actually the first Star Wars movie that I watched. So, yeah. I actually do have some, decency to this movie. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you